Hello, Vintage Follies. We are the premise players and we're coached by Adam Colley. Thank you anyway, Vintage, for hosting us and audience for watching. So we're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to start with a single suggestion from Adam to create a monologue, and from there we'll have some scenes. And from there, we'll have a series of monologue and inspiring further scenes. And that's what we're doing tonight. To remind everybody that we also have, following our show, we have Timeless and then Get a Room. So I encourage you to stay for both of those, especially Get a Room, because I'm in that one. Right then. Thank you, everybody, and see you on the other side.
And your suggestion is contract. Contract.
So I was vice president of a software company, but the thing I loved the most about it was just doing contracts. I like negotiating them. I like talking to people and getting win-win. I like these long legal things that our attorney would deal with, and then bring it back to me, and then I'd find loopholes and problems that the attorney didn't realize, and I felt successful. And a lot of my life, I have not felt successful at anything. And so it was really fun to feel successful at something. And I think because I love doing that, all the other stuff really irritated me, I must say. I also love sales. But the parts that irritated me is, in order to be vice president, you have to be good with people. And I'm not great with people. You have to suck up to all the employees. You have to say nice things to them all the time. Like, you have to be socialized, you know? And I'm not somebody who's socialized. So needless to say, after that, I just went and had my own company and, did marginally, not as good as that, but at least I didn't have to deal with people.
Marjorie, I've got to say, it's been a challenging 3 weeks, dating you.
I agree, Billy. But tell me more.
Well, I mean, ice skating ice skating in Rockefeller Center, first date. I mean, that's
a
chef's
bad
kiss.
Yes, and kissing on the ice. I mean, the romance.
The only thing is, you made me sign insurance waivers.
Well, I mean, I take care of my practical needs, because if something goes wrong, I don't want to be left holding the bag.
Yeah. Okay. And I can see. I mean, ice skating, particularly in a crowded environment, can be what was the time risky business. It could be a risky business.
Right.
So I'll give you that one. Yeah, I'll give you that one. But then following Sunday morning, IHOP, International House of Pancakes.
Well, yes, didn't you love it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, a perfectly short stack with sausage and scrambled eggs. It was perfect.
Oh, I was so glad.
But I had to sign a waiver that said I wasn't gluten intolerant.
Well, of course you did. I mean, what kind of a date would I be if I let you drop dead right there from gluten intolerance?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Food allergies are tough.
Yes, they are. They are.
And I'm sorry. I seem to be focusing way too much on all of the contractual stuff. I mean, let's take it down a notch.
Okay, let's.
appreciate everything that was there.
Oh, good, good,
So
good.
yeah, but I'm
Holding hands, telling our life story.
yeah. I mean,
It was wonderful, wasn't it?
the theater was lovely. I love the cinema. I really do. You wanted to see the new Michael Jackson movie, and that was
So glad.
and I was so glad I didn't have to sign a thing. But I mean, let's face it, I'm a grown ass man having to wear padded helmet and shoulder pads and knee pads in case I might fall asleep in the movie and hit my head on the seat.
My job as your girl is to look out for you, take care of you, and show my love.
I I'm I'm sorry. I just don't really think you're a people person.
Tag on kill.
It would seem that way. Yeah.
Listen, we're going over all these, memories of our dating life has been wonderful. And I'm really interested in continuing this relationship. I just don't want to do it with a person.
Right. You don't want to continue the relationship with a person?
Well, no. You didn't hear me. I want to continue the relationship. I just don't. I'm not a real people person. So I thought I wondered if we could just do it remotely.
Do you want to take our relationship to be completely remote?
Yeah, that would be really be wonderful. I would like to do that.
That's really going to detract from the sex, first of all.
Yeah, I see your point. I that's a very good point.
Do you? Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it. Closeness and me don't work. But I'm willing to, really put a lot of effort into this relationship as long as it's not in person.
But there's no point in having a long distance relationship when we live next door to each other in the same city.
Oh, it's not going to be long distance. I mean, yeah, of course maybe we can, walk by the window and wave once in a while.
Like you just don't care about me like you used to, and you just want some space, but you want too much space.
Oh, babe, you're taking this all wrong. No, space is a good thing. A lot of good things happen in space.
I want to be with you all the time. I love you. I'm crazy about you.
Edit. A monologue.
Ice skating was I grew up in the northern part of the U.S., and so ice skating was a major part of our childhood and into adulthood, but not the Canadian way, which there are some Canadians in this group who have a totally different relationship to ice skating than we did. I met somebody from Calgary once who told me that I was a river skater, and I love that term. And what that meant was, I think Adam knows what I'm talking about. It means you really struggle to skate on uneven ice or bumpy ice. He was telling me that in terms of the way I played soccer. He said you were a river skater playing soccer, and so we would walk. I grew up in a very agricultural area, and so a lot of times it was hiking through fields for a mile or so and finding a pond that had any ice on it at all. And so that would be our days. We would skate for a couple hours, play a very bad form of hockey, and then walk home with frozen toes. Basically, frozen toes was always a part of that. So that's what ice skating reminds me.
Hi, welcome to the moms group.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
I feel so welcome.
Yeah. And I see you brought your little ones.
Oh, of course, always.
Okay, so the little guy, he looks like, is he about 4? Is he 4-ish?
Let me see. How old are you, little cutie? Yes, he's 4.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's perfect. He can play with my daughter. She's 4. And okay, off they go. I'm just gonna
Off they go.
away you go. Bye.
Go
And they're
play,
just gonna
kids.
be
Go
heading
play.
into the woods now.
The
And
woods. Wait a
and
minute.
so
Wait
we
a minute.
can go off and have some coffee. Okay.
Say. What do you mean into the woods?
Well, that's where the games and the fun for them is.
Uh,
And the fun for us is, you want to know about the fun for us, right?
no, I want to know about the safety of our
don't wanna know?
children. We can't just send them out running in the
Wait, you
woods
don't
in the
want to know
middle-
about the fun for us?
Not until our children are safe.
Oh no, everybody does it all. I mean, there has been barely a loss of life in the last, maybe hardly at all.
And
Bears
that's why you
are-
read those stories. Children alone in the woods, eaten by bears, lost, stolen.
Yeah,
trained-
well, hardly at all. And in fact, this is, listen, we are in early winter, so the bears are not hungry. Relax. Your child
the
is
bears-
he's probably having the time of his life and relatively safely.
You're right. I guess you're right. I guess putting so
Yeah.
many restrictions on them takes away their ability to have fun. It's true.
Okay, so what about the
Sure.
2-year-old? Do you want me to just toss her in the pond over there?
Toss her in the pond. She can't swim.
How else is she going to learn to swim? Or not?
With a swim teacher.
I mean,
but why?
mostly they do learn to swim. They do.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
You are not a good child care person. You are scary. You are scary.
Oh my gosh. You know something? Let's just go over here. I'm going to get you a glass of wine. Clearly, you're going through something, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Edit. Or sorry.
Tag out Sue. Keep Elizabeth. Oh, Mrs. Marshall, I really appreciate you coming in and for your yearly checkup. I know some people just put that off and just don't care about it,
Not
but
me.
I know. I really appreciate that. And I've got the blood test done and your X-rays here too, and looks like you've got some bad case of leukemia, but I just throw those out. I mean, do we really care? But it shows.
I have leukemia.
Yeah, that's what that said. Yeah, that's
okay. So you're going to, instead of diagnosing and treating, you're going to throw out the X-ray.
well. Here's the thing. It's not. I'm not throwing out the expert, but people get too overly. They worry too much about things. They get so overly concerned about their blood tests. Don't get me started on the blood tests. Yeah.
Dr. Jacobson, I'm on my way to the incinerator. Did you have any more medical records you wanted me to take with you?
I do have some more. People have been overreacting like crazy, so I just put them all in a pile. Here you go. Yeah.
Thanks. I'll take care of those for you.
Great.
Medical records to the incinerator.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
leukemia is serious. I could die. Aren't you?
I
gonna
know.
help me?
I know. Well, here's the thing. See how you're overreacting? You're getting all upset when it's just, another disease. People die all the time. It's not and there haven't been some deaths wow, this office hasn't had a death in I think it's been 3 weeks. Oh.
I wondered about the sign in the office. No deaths for 3 whole weeks.
Edit.
I started improv about 16 years ago, and it was interesting at the time. There weren't that many people of my age in the theater, um, and but there was one group they formed that had a couple of people in it, and they finally started asking me, did I want to be part of that troupe? And I said, geez, I really appreciate the offer, but just before Christmas, one of the people about my age in the troupe had an unfortunate accident trying to hang Christmas decorations, fell down, broke his neck, and died. The following February, the other person in the troupe, just about my age, had a heart attack and died. As much as I would like to join your troupe, just not seem to be particularly friendly for people of my age and gender.
Thanks so much. I've been really excited to have new members to the knitting club, and the fact that you're coming in and wanting to learn how to knit better, I think is beautiful. Beautiful.
I mean, let's face it. There's things like crocheting, embroidery, but I mean, knitting is the queen of the thread work.
Thank you. Thank you. It is the queen of the thread work. And we meet every Tuesday. It's been great. And we're working on a sweater, a circular needle sweater. So everybody will be doing that, except we have had a few deaths lately. Bob, he was working on a great sweater, and I think it was too much for him. He just died.
So that
Don't overwork. Don't overwork is the moral of that story.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Does that explain all of the shawls hanging in the entryway?
Yeah. Isn't it beautiful? We knit for all our former members that have dropped dead. Yeah.
There must be half a dozen of them out there.
It is interesting. I find that people who knit, maybe they don't take good enough care of themselves. So be careful with that, especially if you're going to join our troop, our club, because we've had a lot of deaths.
Could you kind of quantify a lot more? Is that like more than
sure.
this, or
Oh yeah. Well, those 7 shawls, those are for the last year. There's Bob, Betty, Sandra, Dave, Martin, and Louise, and and then Cassandra. That's just the last year. I don't think it's the knitting needles. I think it's just, I don't know, something about
your
club. But you want to join, right?
Jill, I'm okay. It's only a wound. It's only a wound.
Great. See, with the knitting needle right in his eye, he's still alive. Yeah. But you want to join us, right?
I have to admit, I'm getting second thoughts.
Oh, well, is it because the shawls are kind of complicated to make?
Excuse me, ma'am, sir. Sir, it's me, Lieutenant Carol from local municipal police. And I've been, unfortunately, I've got to come and arrest you, ma'am.
Me?
Yeah, you're under suspicion of serial killing. Sir, if I were you, I would step away from the knitting needles, step away from the wool. Away, sir. Away from the knitting needles. Further.
I'm
back
gone,
away,
I'm
sir.
gone,
It's all.
Officer,
I'm saying this for his own good. I am.
You are overreacting. You know perfectly well that they died of mostly natural causes.
Mostly. Mostly,
Well, I mean,
like a big round ball of wool just wrapped around and around and around. Yeah, you call
see,
that
this is,
not?
yeah, see, this is what happens when you get into knitting. You're so
Edit.
into knitting.
One more monologue. Whoever hasn't done one.
Oh, I haven't done one. Okay.
Well, I don't do very well with safety at jobs because I always get very, very overexcited. So when I worked in a nursing home, one of the things I got in trouble for was when somebody passed out or something, running around in circles and screaming, call 911, call 911. And then I finally called myself, and 911 tried to tell me in a nice enough way, please don't call us. You're like the sixth person who's called us with that report. And basically, I do not stay calm in a crisis. So I feel like I am not suited for working in that kind of an environment. And I shouldn't be an airplane pilot or a spaceship captain or anything. Now, when I'm with children teaching, I stay pretty calm, but other situations, no. So I'm embarrassed to say I've made a real fool of myself in the past.
Welcome to 911 services, and I think you're gonna be a really positive influence and worker here.
I just want to help in any way I can.
I'm any way you can, right?
You
I
just
mean,
tell me, I'll do it.
absolutely
I'll do it.
any way that you can is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so you're ready for the worst of the calls, and
Throw
you're
them at
ready.
me. I want to help.
Oh my God, you're a dream come true, I gotta say. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the Betty file.
The what?
Betty file. Betty calls probably 3-4 times a day with issues in her home.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
she
she
had an ant problem last week, and I had to solve that one. And then the other day, something about the bananas being too soft for her smoothie. It just goes. And you're the guy. You're our guy now.
I thought this was 911. I thought this was
It
for
is.
physical emergencies.
It is.
Oh, so
Betty will be calling you though.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Or James. James sometimes calls too. James has some issues with, I don't know, his back. He talks about his back a lot.
well,
He's
that could be an emergency. You know, if he's got a back, I mean, he might need somebody to like put him on a backboard and take him to the hospital.
you'd think, eh? But it's mostly he thinks he wants to stretch it so he's taller.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
he's got, issues. He wants to be taller. I don't know how tall
oh.
he is. He's going to be calling you, maybe James. It'll be James or Betty or, oh, it could be.
Oh. Well,
Are you ready for them?
I'm here to help people in emergencies.
Well, what are you going to do about my?
911. 911. This is James.
Hello, this is 911.
Okay, I'm going to let you handle it.
Yeah,
That,
this is James Fuller.
Hi, James. Is this an emergency? Should I call the ambulance?
Mrs. Carter probably told you I'm only 5'2", and,
Yeah.
and my wife went to work, and she left the special K on the top shelf in the cabinet.
Okay.
I've tried everything. I've tried putting weights on my feet. I've tried pull-ups. I've tried but I'm still only 5'2", and I really like Special K.
Well, James, are you hurt in any way? Are you in pain?
It hurts my soul I've been the smallest person in my friends group since 3rd grade.
edit. And scene. And Sue, take us away.
And thank you so much, Vintage Follies. We'll just introduce ourselves. Whoever goes first, goes first.
Elizabeth from Sunnyvale.
I'm Sue from Hamilton, Canada.
Viewed outside Seattle.
John from Maine.
Hill on the banks of Whittle Creek in Oakland, California.
And we are Premise Players. Thank you so much,
Thank
Vintage.
you.
Stick around for Timeless and get a room.
Yeah.